Hello, my name is Rosario Macario from Lisbon Technical University. I'm here to present you one of our research projects of the BRT Center of Excellence funded by the Volvo Research and Education Foundation. Our project aims to assess the needs in the training and educational gaps. It is an ambitious process and an ambitious project to understand to what extent can competencies and knowledge provide a positive impact in the performance and in the proficiency of people that are working in the BRT systems at the different levels. So our aim is to conceive and implement a structure of knowledge that will support the development of good standards for training and education in BRT systems. The operational outcomes that we will provide in approximately 1.5 years, 2 years, it is the identification of what are the BRT needs in terms of the different functions that the agents have to perform, operators, authorities, third and fourth party suppliers, etc. And we want to understand the competences and the relation between the competences that are required and how much the performant the system can be, and to what extent if we enhance the competences, we can enhance the performance of the systems. So knowledge and competences are provided through the courses and through the courses delivered and offered by different universities and training institutions. So also here we want to provide an input to complement these courses and the subjects and the materials that are provided in these courses in such a way that they are better fine-tuned with what are the needs of the industry. We want to compare the needs of the stakeholders with the competencies that are available and assess to what extent do we need to come up with new educational and training offers, to propose solutions to overcome the gaps, and also to propose a structured way to share the knowledge and the experience within the BRT systems. So some of the theoretical background is extremely important to us to understand some of the research questions that are of the interest of the practitioners and that are today questions that are addressed by human resources managers in most of the institutions involved in the BRT systems. So we want to understand what is the most adequate degree of education that is required in a BRT system for their employees. We want to understand what are the competencies that are required by each of the activities that is developed by the industry, how common and valued is the practice of training and education in the system and in the industry, and how managers perceive the need for education and training skills, and which elements do contribute to a better coherence between the formal education and the training curriculum. So our rationale is pretty much a rationale attached to the value-added chain that starts in competences and basic knowledge and ends up into proficiency results. So we want to use competencies as inputs for the different processes. Processes that are required to assemble BRT systems and to operate them in good standards. These are processes that go from the strategic decision-making to the operational outcomes, going through the organization of the system at a tactical level of decision. So we want to ensure a vertical coherence along these three levels of decision, but also a very transversal coherence between the process of construction and delivery of a BRT system. So it is, to all extents, a rationale of added value chain that is behind this research project. And the expected results for us is to obtain an associated offer of educational course that will better match the stakeholders' needs than it is currently happened, and to identify what are the future needs and competencies, and to what extent can we influence the way universities offer the courses and the way and the methods that they use to teach the professionals that will be the agents of the future in the BRT systems. We have the work organized into 5 building blocks in total. There is a first building block which is practically finished and available, which is the setting of the assessment framework for education and training. Then we will go through a very extensive surveys of what are the needs of the industry in its different function and in its different agents, and also what are the expectations that exists in the industry, and we will match this against a survey on the university offer and the details of the offer that exists currently at the universities and at the training institutions. Then we will do a gap assessment and we will come up with proposals for improvement. So it is to all extents a confrontation between offer of educational supply and reception of that and consumption of that educational supply in a quality-driven approach. So we will look at the perspective of the providers of education and training and at the perspective of the consumers of education and training. Being in this case the consumers, the industry agents, and so the ones that will be providing the services and planning the BRT systems and taking decisions on the BRT systems. With this, we hope to be able to have a better knowledge on what are good references in specific topics, how can we make them permanently accessible to the BRT users of the industry, the professionals of BRT systems, and how can we enhance a system of shared knowledge between the different experiences in BRT, and how can we facilitate that lessons are learned from one city to another through information and through structured information channeled in such a way that provides the improvement of the different receptors of this information. So the ultimate goal of this project is to enable then the creation of a collaborative relations between the industry and the academia, in the sense that synergies can be used to improve not only the educational offer, but mostly to improve the performance of the BRT systems. And so this is the goal of this project, and we hope that we will come soon to you with the results of our surveys and with the identification of the gaps that will allow us to propose new courses, new approaches, and even new methods of transferring knowledge to the practitioners and to the point where knowledge is needed in the production process. Thank you.